Once upon a time in the fantastical world of Tempest, Rimuru, the powerful slime and leader of the Jura Tempest Federation, found himself unexpectedly whisked away from his familiar surroundings. As he wandered through a mysterious rift in space-time, he soon realized he had been transported into a realm unlike any he had ever encountered before, the Spider-Verse. At first disoriented, Rimuru quickly recognized the diversity of this new world, where various iterations of spider people swung through the skyline. Determined to find his way back home, Rimuru embarked on a journey through the multiverse, encountering alternate versions of himself and other familiar faces, each with unique spider-themed abilities. Among these alternate realities, Rimuru encountered a world where he was a spider-themed hero, using his shape-shifting powers to protect the innocent and uphold justice. In another dimension, he stumbled upon a version of himself merged with a spider, navigating a perilous web of challenges to protect his loved ones. As Rimuru traversed the Spider-Verse, he formed alliances with different spider people, learning from their experiences and harnessing their varied abilities. Together, they faced formidable foes and overcame daunting obstacles, all while searching for the key to returning home. Throughout his adventures, Rimuru's innate curiosity and unwavering determination endeared him to his newfound allies, earning their respect and admiration. And though the journey was fraught with danger and uncertainty, Rimuru's indomitable spirit never wavered as he pressed onward, driven by the hope of reuniting with his friends in Tempest. In the end, after numerous trials and tribulations, Rimuru discovered a way to mend the fabric of space-time and return to his beloved world of Tempest. But the lessons he learned and the friendships he forged in the Spider-Verse would forever remain a cherished part of his journey, shaping him into an even greater hero than before. Upon returning to Tempest, Rimuru found that his time in the Spider-Verse had not only broadened his horizons but also honed his skills in unexpected ways. Drawing upon the lessons learned from his adventures, Rimuru became an even more versatile and resourceful leader, utilizing his newfound knowledge to strengthen the bonds within the Jura Tempest Federation and fortify the defenses against potential threats. Inspired by the courage and resilience of the spider people he had encountered, Rimuru spearheaded initiatives to foster cooperation and understanding among the diverse inhabitants of his world. Through diplomacy and collaboration, he worked tirelessly to build bridges between different races and factions, promoting peace and harmony throughout the land. Additionally, Rimuru integrated aspects of the spider-themed abilities he had witnessed into his own repertoire, enhancing his already formidable powers as a slime. With his newfound agility and cunning, Rimuru was better equipped than ever to confront the challenges that lay ahead, whether they be from within his own realm or beyond. As rumors of Rimuru's exploits in the Spider-Verse spread far and wide, he became a symbol of hope and inspiration to all who knew of him. His journey had not only reaffirmed his commitment to protecting his world but had also instilled in him a profound sense of empathy and understanding for the myriad beings that inhabited it. And so, with the lessons of the Spider-Verse etched into his heart, Rimuru continued to lead the Jura Tempest Federation with wisdom and compassion, guiding his people toward a future filled with unity, prosperity, and boundless possibilities. In the wake of his adventures in the Spider-Verse, Rimuru's presence became a beacon of hope not just within the Jura Tempest Federation but across the entire world. Stories of his bravery, compassion, and leadership spread far and wide, inspiring countless individuals to strive for greatness and to embrace unity amidst diversity. Emboldened by Rimuru's example, other leaders and factions began to reach out, seeking alliances and cooperation with the Jura Tempest Federation. Through skillful diplomacy and a genuine desire for peace, Rimuru fostered alliances with neighboring nations, laying the groundwork for a new era of collaboration and prosperity in the region. Furthermore, Rimuru's experiences in the Spider-Verse had awakened within him a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all life. He embarked on a quest to explore the boundaries of his own powers, delving into the mysteries of magic and existence with a newfound sense of purpose and curiosity. Alongside his trusted companions and advisors, Rimuru embarked on expeditions to uncover ancient relics, study forgotten lore, and forge alliances with beings of immense power. Through these endeavors, he sought to safeguard his world from existential threats while unlocking the potential for unprecedented growth and advancement. Yet amidst the triumphs and discoveries, Rimuru remained ever mindful of the responsibilities that came with his newfound status. He worked tirelessly to ensure that the benefits of progress were shared equitably among all peoples, striving to create a world where every individual had the opportunity to thrive and fulfill their potential. And as Rimuru's legend continued to grow, his journey became not just a quest for personal growth, but a testament to the power of compassion, cooperation, and resilience in the face of adversity. In the annals of history, Rimuru Tempest would be remembered not only as a hero but as a visionary leader who dared to dream of a better world and had the courage to make that dream a reality. As Rimuru's legend continued to spread throughout the world, so too did the challenges he faced. New threats emerged from the shadows, testing the resilience of the Jura Tempest Federation and pushing Rimuru and his allies to their limits. One such threat came in the form of a powerful demon lord who sought to sow chaos and destruction across the land. Drawing upon the knowledge and experiences gained during his time in the Spider-Verse, Rimuru marshaled his forces and led them into battle against this formidable foe. The conflict was fierce and unforgiving, with both sides unleashing their most devastating powers in a desperate bid for victory. Yet, through cunning strategy and unwavering determination, Rimuru and his allies emerged triumphant, vanquishing the Demon Lord and restoring peace to the realm once more. But even as one threat was defeated, others soon followed. Rimuru found himself facing challenges on multiple fronts, from political intrigue and external aggression to internal strife and personal trials. Yet through every trial and tribulation, he remained resolute, drawing strength from the bonds of friendship and camaraderie that united him with his allies. In the face of adversity, Rimuru's leadership shone brightest, guiding his people through the darkest of times and inspiring them to rise above their limitations. His unwavering resolve and boundless compassion became a beacon of hope for all who looked to him for guidance. And though the road ahead remained fraught with uncertainty, Rimuru faced the future with optimism and courage, knowing that as long as he stood united with his friends and allies, there was no challenge they could not overcome. Together, they would continue to write the next chapter in the epic saga of the Jura Tempest Federation, forging a legacy that would endure for generations to come. As Rimuru's journey continued, he encountered new realms and civilizations beyond his wildest imagination. Venturing into uncharted territories, he sought to expand the influence of the Jura Tempest Federation while forging alliances with distant lands and exotic peoples. Along the way, Rimuru encountered ancient beings of immense power, guardians of long-forgotten secrets and repositories of knowledge that could reshape the very fabric of reality. Through diplomacy and mutual respect, Rimuru earned the trust of these enigmatic entities, unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos and uncovering hidden truths that had eluded even the most learned scholars. Yet amidst the wonders of exploration and discovery, Rimuru never lost sight of the needs of his own people. He worked tirelessly to improve the lives of those under his care, implementing reforms and policies that promoted equality, justice, and prosperity for all. Under Rimuru's leadership, the Jura Tempest Federation flourished as never before, becoming a beacon of civilization and progress in a world racked by strife and turmoil. His visionary approach to governance and his unwavering commitment to the common good earned him the admiration of rulers and common folk alike, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest leaders in history. But even as Rimuru basked in the achievements of his reign, new challenges arose on the horizon, threatening to undo all that he had worked so hard to build. Dark forces conspired against him, seeking to plunge the world into chaos and darkness once more. Yet Rimuru would not be deterred. Drawing upon the strength of his allies and the wisdom of his experiences, he stood firm against the encroaching tide of darkness, rallying his people to face the coming storm with courage and determination. And As the saga of Rimuru Tempest continued to unfold, it became clear that his journey was far from over. With each new challenge he faced and every obstacle he overcame, Rimuru grew stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever to protect the world he held dear and to forge a brighter future for all who dwelled within it. In the midst of Rimuru's continued journey, a mysterious disturbance shook the very foundations of the world. An ancient evil, long thought sealed away, began to stir once more, threatening to unleash chaos and destruction upon the land. Sensing the impending danger, Rimuru rallied his allies and marshaled his forces for the greatest battle yet. Drawing upon the lessons learned from his travels through the Spider-Verse and beyond, he led the charge against the encroaching darkness, determined to vanquish this new threat and restore peace to the realm. The conflict that followed was unlike any other, as Rimuru and his companions faced off against legions of shadowy minions and powerful adversaries. Yet, even in the face of overwhelming odds, they fought with unwavering resolve, refusing to yield to despair or defeat. As the battle raged on, Rimuru uncovered ancient artifacts and long-forgotten spells, tapping into powers long thought lost to history. With each new revelation, he grew ever more formidable, channeling the very essence of heroism and righteousness in his quest to banish the darkness once and for all. In the final, climactic showdown, Rimuru confronted the source of the evil itself, a malevolent force bent on consuming the world in darkness. With the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, he unleashed the full extent of his powers, engaging the enemy in a battle that would determine the course of history. In the end, it was Rimuru's unwavering courage and indomitable spirit that proved to be the ultimate weapon against the forces of darkness. With a mighty roar, he struck the final blow, shattering the darkness and restoring light to the world once more. As the dust settled and the echoes of battle faded away, Rimuru emerged victorious, hailed as a hero by all who had witnessed his deeds. Though the scars of the conflict would linger, the world had been saved, thanks to the bravery and sacrifice of one extraordinary slime. And so, with the darkness vanquished and peace restored, Rimuru looked to the future with hope and optimism, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, he would face them with the same determination and resolve that had carried him through countless trials before. With the darkness banished and peace restored to the realm, Rimuru's journey entered a new chapter filled with hope and renewal. As the hero who had vanquished the ancient evil, he was celebrated as a legendary figure, revered by people from all corners of the world. Yet Rimuru remained humble, knowing that his greatest strength lay not in his extraordinary abilities, but in the bonds of friendship and camaraderie that he shared with his allies. Together, they worked tirelessly to rebuild what had been lost, restoring cities and communities to their former glory. But even as they toiled to rebuild, new challenges emerged on the horizon. The world was changing, and with it, new threats arose that tested Rimuru's resolve like never before. From rogue nations seeking to expand their borders to dark cults intent on resurrecting ancient evils, Rimuru and his allies faced a never-ending barrage of challenges that threatened to undo all they had accomplished. Yet through it all, Rimuru remained steadfast, leading his people with wisdom and courage in the face of adversity. He forged new alliances, honed his powers, and delved deeper into the mysteries of the world, determined to protect all that he held dear. And though the road ahead was fraught with uncertainty, Rimuru faced the future with optimism and determination, knowing that so long as he stood united with his friends and allies, there was no challenge they could not overcome. And so, as the sun set on one chapter of Rimuru's journey, it rose on the next, promising new adventures, new challenges, and new triumphs for the hero and his companions. For as long as there was darkness in the world, Rimuru Tempest would be there to stand against it, a shining beacon of hope in a world filled with uncertainty. As Rimuru embarked on the next phase of his journey, he encountered a realm unlike any he had ever seen before. A land shrouded in mist and mystery, where ancient secrets lay hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be unearthed. Driven by his insatiable curiosity and thirst for knowledge, Rimuru delved deep into the heart of this enigmatic realm, uncovering forgotten civilizations and ancient artifacts that spoke of a time long past. Yet with each discovery came new dangers, as malevolent forces sought to keep their secrets hidden at any cost. Undeterred, Rimuru pressed onward, forging alliances with the inhabitants of this strange land and rallying them to his cause. Together, they ventured into the darkest depths of the realm, facing off against monstrous creatures and treacherous traps in their quest for truth and enlightenment. But as they drew closer to uncovering the realm's greatest mysteries, they also drew the attention of a powerful adversary, a dark sorcerer who sought to harness the realm's ancient magic for his own nefarious purposes. In a final, epic showdown, Rimuru confronted the sorcerer atop the summit of a towering spire, where the very fabric of reality seemed to unravel around them. With the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, engaging the sorcerer in a battle that would determine the fate of all who dwelled within the mist-shrouded land. In the end, it was Rimuru's unwavering determination and indomitable spirit that proved to be the deciding factor. With a mighty roar, he vanquished the sorcerer and restored peace to the realm once more, earning the gratitude and admiration of its inhabitants. And as Rimuru bid farewell to the mist-shrouded land and continued on his journey, he carried with him the memories of the trials he had faced and the friendships he had forged. For in the end, it was not the treasures he had uncovered or the battles he had won that mattered most, but the bonds of friendship and the lessons learned along the way that truly defined his journey. Continuing on his journey, Rimuru found himself drawn towards a realm plagued by eternal winter. As he ventured deeper into this icy domain, he discovered a land ruled by a tyrannical ice queen whose heart had been consumed by bitterness and sorrow. Moved by the plight of the realm's inhabitants, Rimuru resolved to confront the Ice Queen and free the land from her icy grip. Alongside a band of courageous allies, he embarked on a perilous journey through blizzards and treacherous landscapes, determined to bring hope and warmth back to the frozen land. As they journeyed closer to the Ice Queen's fortress, Rimuru encountered villagers who had been forced to abandon their homes and loved ones to escape the Queen's icy wrath. Their stories only fueled his determination to succeed, driving him onward even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Upon reaching the Ice Queen's fortress, Rimuru and his allies engaged her forces in a fierce battle, their powers clashing against the relentless fury of the ice. With each blow, Rimuru drew upon the strength of his companions and the lessons he had learned throughout his journey, determined to shatter the icy prison that held the realm in its grip. In a climactic showdown, Rimuru faced off against the Ice Queen herself, their powers colliding in a dazzling display of magic and might. With unwavering resolve, Rimuru confronted the Queen's inner demons, offering her compassion and understanding where others had only offered fear and hatred. Moved by Rimuru's compassion, the Ice Queen's heart began to thaw, her icy exterior melting away to reveal the warmth and kindness that had long lain dormant within her. In that moment of redemption, the eternal winter that had gripped the realm for so long began to fade, replaced by the promise of spring and renewal. As Rimuru bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, he carried with him the knowledge that even in the coldest of hearts, there existed the potential for warmth and compassion. And as he continued on his journey, he vowed to carry that message with him wherever he went, spreading hope and kindness wherever he went. Continuing his journey across realms and dimensions, Rimuru stumbled upon a land plagued by a mysterious curse that twisted the minds and bodies of its inhabitants. Determined to aid those in need, Rimuru embarked on a quest to unravel the source of the curse and bring an end to its malevolent influence. As he delved deeper into the cursed land, Rimuru encountered brave souls who had resisted the curse's effects, banding together to form a resistance against the darkness that threatened to consume them. Inspired by their courage, Rimuru joined forces with the resistance, vowing to stand by their side until the curse was lifted and the land was free once more. Together, Rimuru and his newfound allies journeyed through haunted forests, cursed ruins, and treacherous swamps, facing off against twisted creatures and malevolent spirits at every turn. Yet, through their unwavering determination and unwavering resolve, They pressed onward, driven by the hope of breaking the curse's hold over the land. As they neared the source of the curse, Rimuru uncovered ancient relics and forgotten lore that spoke of a powerful sorcerer who had unleashed the curse upon the land in a bid for ultimate power. Armed with this knowledge, Rimuru and his allies prepared for their final confrontation, knowing that the fate of the land hung in the balance. In a climactic battle against the sorcerer, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the strength of his allies and the righteousness of his cause to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. With a final, decisive blow, Rimuru shattered the sorcerer's hold over the land, breaking the curse once and for all. As the curse lifted and the land was bathed in the light of dawn, Rimuru and his allies were hailed as heroes, the names forever enshrined in the annals of history. And as Rimuru bid farewell to the land and its grateful inhabitants, he carried with him the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there existed the power to overcome any obstacle, so long as one stood together with courage and conviction. In the aftermath of their victory over the cursed land, Rimuru and his allies continued their journey, venturing into new realms and encountering new challenges along the way. Each realm they visited presented its own unique trials and tribulations, testing their resolve and strengthening their bonds of friendship. One such realm they stumbled upon was a realm torn apart by endless conflict between warring factions. Moved by the suffering of the realm's inhabitants, Rimuru resolved to broker peace and reconciliation among the feuding parties. Drawing upon his diplomatic skills and the wisdom gained from his previous adventures, Rimuru embarked on a daring quest to unite the warring factions under a banner of cooperation and mutual respect. Through patience, empathy, and unwavering determination, he sought to heal the wounds of the past and forge a new path towards peace. With each faction he visited, Rimuru listened to the grievances and offered solutions that addressed the needs of all parties involved. Slowly but surely, he began to chip away at the barriers that divided them, building trust and fostering understanding where there had once been only animosity and distrust. As tensions began to ease and old enemies found common ground, Rimuru's efforts bore fruit, culminating in a historic peace treaty that brought an end to centuries of bloodshed. Amidst celebrations and jubilation, Rimuru and his allies were hailed as heroes, the names forever remembered as architects of a new era of peace and prosperity. But even as they basked in the glow of their triumph, Rimuru knew that their journey was far from over. With each realm they visited and each challenge they faced, he grew ever more determined to make the world a better place, one act of kindness and compassion at a time. And as Rimuru and his allies set off once more into the unknown, they carried with them the hope of a brighter future, where unity and understanding reigned supreme, and where the bonds of friendship could overcome even the greatest of obstacles. In their ongoing journey, Rimuru and his companions stumbled upon a realm besieged by a relentless horde of dark creatures known as the Shadow Spawn. These creatures, born from the depths of darkness itself, threatened to overrun the realm and plunge it into eternal night. Moved by the plight of the realm's inhabitants, Rimuru pledged to aid them in their struggle against the Shadow Spawn. Drawing upon the strength of his allies and the wisdom gained from his previous adventures, he devised a daring plan to push back the darkness and restore light to the realm once more. Gathering warriors from all corners of the realm, Rimuru led a valiant crusade against the Shadow Spawn, engaging them in fierce battles that shook the very foundations of the land. With each victory, they reclaimed territory lost to the darkness, pushing the Shadow Spawn back further and further until they reached the heart of the domain. In a climactic showdown, Rimuru confronted the leader of the Shadow Spawn, a malevolent entity known as the Shadow Lord. In a battle that raged across the realm, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, facing off against the darkness with unwavering resolve and indomitable spirit. As the battle reached its peak, Rimuru called upon the power of light itself, channeling its energy to banish the Shadow Lord and his minions from the realm once and for all. With a blinding flash of light, the darkness was vanquished, and the realm was bathed in the warm glow of dawn. As the people of the realm celebrated their newfound freedom, Rimuru and his companions bid them farewell, knowing that their journey was far from over. With each realm they visited and each challenge they faced, they grew stronger, their bonds of friendship forged in the fires of adversity. And so, as Rimuru and his companions set off into the horizon, they carried with them the memories of their triumphs and the lessons they had learned along the way. For as long as there was darkness in the world, they would be there to stand against it, a beacon of hope in a world filled with uncertainty. Continuing their journey, Rimuru and his companions stumbled upon a realm plagued by a devastating blight that withered crops and poisoned the land. Determined to aid the desperate inhabitants, Rimuru sought to uncover the source of the blight and find a way to restore vitality to the realm. Through careful investigation and collaboration with local experts, Rimuru discovered that the blight was caused by a malevolent entity known as the Blightlord, whose dark influence corrupted the very essence of the land. With this knowledge in hand, Rimuru rallied his allies and set out to confront the Blightlord and put an end to its reign of terror. The journey led them through desolate wastelands and treacherous swamps, where the blight's presence was most potent. Along the way, they encountered brave souls who had resisted the blight's effects, their resilience serving as a beacon of hope amidst the despair that gripped the realm. As they neared the Blightlord's lair, Rimuru and his companions faced increasingly dangerous obstacles, from twisted creatures corrupted by the blight to powerful guardians loyal to the malevolent entity. Yet, with courage and determination, they pressed onward, knowing that the fate of the realm depended on their success. In a climactic battle against the Blightlord, Rimuru and his allies unleashed their most powerful abilities, channeling the forces of nature itself to combat the darkness that threatened to consume them. With each strike, they weakened the Blightlord's hold over the land, until finally, they delivered the decisive blow that banished the malevolent entity and restored balance to the realm. As the blight receded and life began to return to the land, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names whispered with reverence by those they had saved. With a sense of pride and accomplishment, they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, knowing that they had made a lasting difference in the lives of those they had helped. And as they journeyed onward to new adventures and new challenges, Rimuru and his companions carried with them the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there existed the power to overcome any obstacle, so long as one stood together with courage and conviction. In their continued travels, Rimuru and his companions found themselves drawn to a realm where the very fabric of reality seemed to fray at the edges. Time flowed erratically, and space twisted and distorted in unpredictable ways, creating pockets of chaos and instability throughout the land. Determined to restore order to the realm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to uncover the source of the disturbances and mend the rifts that threatened to tear the world apart. With his allies by his side, he navigated through the labyrinthine corridors of time and space, confronting challenges that tested their resolve like never before. As they journeyed deeper into the heart of the realm, Rimuru uncovered ancient artifacts and lost knowledge that hinted at a cosmic power beyond comprehension. Drawn towards a distant beacon of light that pulsed with energy, Rimuru and his companions pressed onward, driven by the hope of restoring balance to the realm. The journey led them to a towering spire that pierced the heavens, where they confronted a being of immense power known as the Cronarch, the keeper of time itself. In a battle that transcended the boundaries of reality, Rimuru and his allies clashed against the Cronarch, their very existence hanging in the balance. With each blow, the fabric of reality trembled, threatening to unravel under the strain of their conflict. Yet, through sheer determination and unwavering resolve, Rimuru and his companions persevered, drawing upon the strength of their bonds to overcome the seemingly insurmountable odds. In a final, climactic showdown, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the energies of time and space to vanquish the Cronarch and restore order to the realm. With a brilliant flash of light, the disturbances ceased, and the realm was bathed in the soothing embrace of stability once more. As Rimuru and his companions bid farewell to the realm and its inhabitants, they carried with them the knowledge that even in the face of chaos and uncertainty, there existed the power to forge a path towards a brighter future. And with each new adventure, They would continue to strive towards that goal, united in their quest for peace and harmony throughout the realms. Amidst their journey, Rimuru and his companions stumbled upon a realm enveloped in an eternal twilight, where darkness and light existed in a delicate balance. In this realm, they encountered a society divided between those who embraced the darkness and those who revered the light, each faction locked in a perpetual struggle for dominance. Moved by the plight of the realm's inhabitants, Rimuru sought to reconcile the differences between the opposing factions and restore harmony to the land. With his companions at his side, he embarked on a quest to unite the divided society and forge a path towards coexistence and understanding. Through diplomacy and empathy, Rimuru worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between the two factions, encouraging dialogue and cooperation where there had once been only conflict and distrust. With each step forward, he earned the trust and respect of both sides, paving the way for a new era of peace and cooperation. Yet their efforts were soon challenged by a shadowy figure who sought to exploit the division within the realm for their own sinister purposes. Known only as the Twilight Sovereign, this enigmatic figure wielded dark powers that threatened to shatter the fragile peace that Rimuru had worked so hard to achieve. In a climactic showdown, Rimuru and his companions confronted the Twilight Sovereign, their powers colliding in a dazzling display of light and darkness. With the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his abilities, drawing upon the strength of his allies and the righteousness of his cause to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. In the end, it was Rimuru's unwavering resolve and indomitable spirit that prevailed, banishing the Twilight Sovereign and restoring balance to the realm once more. As the darkness receded and the light began to shine anew, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names celebrated throughout the realm as champions of peace and unity. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru and his companions carried with them the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there existed the power to overcome any obstacle, so long as one stood together with courage and conviction. In the continuation of their journey, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where magic and technology existed in a delicate balance. Here, they encountered a society that was on the brink of collapse due to the escalating tensions between traditionalists who revered magic and innovators who embraced technological advancement. Seeing the potential for disaster if the conflict continued unchecked, Rimuru stepped forward to mediate and find a peaceful resolution. With his companions offering their support, Rimuru worked tirelessly to foster understanding and cooperation between the two factions. Through diplomacy and compromise, Rimuru facilitated discussions that highlighted the strengths of both magic and technology, emphasizing their potential to complement each other rather than compete. Slowly but surely, he began to bridge the divide between the traditionalists and innovators, earning their trust and respect along the way. However, their efforts were soon threatened by a shadowy organization known as the Discordant, which sought to sow chaos and discord in order to further their own agenda. Rimuru and his companions found themselves embroiled in a dangerous game of cat and mouse as they raced to uncover the truth behind the Discordant's machinations. In a series of daring confrontations, Rimuru and his allies faced off against the Discordant's agents, using their combined strength and ingenuity to thwart their schemes at every turn. Despite the challenges they faced, Rimuru remained steadfast in his commitment to preserving peace and stability in the realm. In the final showdown against the leaders of the Discordant, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the forces of magic and technology in a dazzling display of strength and determination. With a decisive blow, he defeated the leaders of the Discordant and brought an end to their reign of terror. As peace was restored to the realm once more, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names forever enshrined in the annals of history. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of darkness and chaos, there existed the power to overcome any obstacle, so long as one stood together with courage and conviction. In their continued travels, Rimuru and his companions stumbled upon a realm shrouded in darkness, where the inhabitants lived in constant fear of the shadowy creatures that prowled the land. Determined to bring light and hope to the realm, Rimuru vowed to confront the source of the darkness and free the people from their oppressive existence. Journeying deep into the heart of the shadowed realm, Rimuru and his companions faced relentless attacks from the sinister creatures that lurked in the darkness. Undeterred, they pressed onward, guided by their unwavering determination to bring an end to the suffering of the realm's inhabitants. As they neared the source of the darkness, Rimuru uncovered ancient prophecies that spoke of a legendary artifact known as the Lightbringer, capable of banishing the shadows and restoring light to the realm. With this knowledge in hand, Rimuru led his companions on a quest to retrieve the artifact and harness its power for the greater good. The journey led them through treacherous landscapes and perilous dungeons, where they encountered trials and challenges designed to test their strength and resolve. Yet, with courage and perseverance, they overcame each obstacle in their path, drawing ever closer to their ultimate goal. Finally, after a series of harrowing battles and narrow escapes, Rimuru and his companions reached the chamber where the Lightbringer lay hidden. With a solemn oath to use its power wisely, Rimuru grasped the artifact and unleashed its radiant energy, banishing the darkness that had plagued the realm for so long. As the light spread across the land, the people emerged from their hiding places, their faces alight with hope and gratitude. Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names spoken with reverence by all who had been touched by their bravery and selflessness. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its newly liberated inhabitants, Rimuru and his companions carried with them the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there existed the power to bring light and hope to those in need. And with each new adventure, they would continue to shine as beacons of hope in a world filled with darkness. As Rimuru and his companions journeyed onwards, they arrived in a realm plagued by a curse that twisted the very land itself. The curse originated from a long-forgotten conflict between ancient kingdoms, leaving behind a legacy of suffering and despair. Determined to break the curse and bring peace to the realm, Rimuru delved into its history, seeking out clues and ancient artifacts that could hold the key to unraveling the curse's dark magic. Alongside his companions, he navigated through treacherous ruins and haunted forests, facing the remnants of the curse's power at every turn. In their quest, Rimuru encountered individuals whose lives had been irrevocably altered by the curse, each with their own tales of tragedy and loss. Moved by their plight, Rimuru vowed to end the curse and restore hope to the realm. As they journeyed deeper into the heart of the cursed land, Rimuru uncovered fragments of forgotten lore and pieces of ancient relics, piecing together the puzzle of the curse's origin. With each discovery, they grew closer to understanding the true nature of the curse and the means to break its hold on the realm. In a final confrontation with the source of the curse, Rimuru and his companions faced off against a powerful entity fueled by centuries of hatred and resentment. With courage and determination, they confronted the darkness head-on, wielding their combined strength to shatter the curse once and for all. As the curse lifted and the land was bathed in the light of dawn, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names forever remembered by the grateful inhabitants of the realm. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its people, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of ancient evils, there existed the power to bring about change and redemption. In the wake of their victory over the curse, Rimuru and his companions continued their journey, guided by the winds of fate to a realm where the balance of nature itself was under threat. Here, they discovered a land teetering on the brink of ecological collapse, its delicate ecosystems ravaged by unchecked exploitation and greed. Determined to restore harmony to the natural world, Rimuru embarked on a quest to heal the land and protect its inhabitants from further harm. Drawing upon the wisdom of nature and the strength of his companions, he sought out the root causes of the devastation, confronting those responsible with compassion and resolve. The journey took them through lush forests, crystal-clear rivers, and snow-capped mountains, each more breathtaking than the last. Yet beneath the surface beauty lay a deepening crisis, as Rimuru uncovered the extent of the damage wrought by human greed and neglect. Undeterred, Rimuru and his companions worked tirelessly to implement sustainable practices and conservation efforts, rallying the inhabitants of the realm to join them in their cause. Together, they planted trees, cleaned up polluted waters, and protected endangered species, laying the foundation for a brighter, more sustainable future. But their efforts were soon threatened by a shadowy organization known as the Exploiters, who sought to profit from the land's destruction at any cost. Rimuru and his companions found themselves locked in a battle against time as they raced to stop the Exploiters and save the realm from irreversible harm. In a final showdown against the leaders of the Exploiters, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the forces of nature itself to overcome the destructive influence. With a decisive blow, he defeated the Exploiters and restored balance to the land, earning the gratitude and admiration of its inhabitants. As they bid farewell to the realm and its newly restored beauty, Rimuru and his companions carried with them the knowledge that even in the face of overwhelming odds, there existed the power to make a difference and protect the world they held dear. And with each new adventure, they vowed to continue fighting for the preservation of nature and the well-being of all living things. In the next leg of their journey, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm torn apart by ancient feuds and bitter rivalries. The land was divided into warring factions, each vying for supremacy and unwilling to compromise for the greater good. Seeing the suffering caused by endless conflict, Rimuru resolved to bring peace to the realm, no matter the cost. With his allies at his side, he embarked on a diplomatic mission to unite the warring factions and end centuries of bloodshed. The journey was fraught with danger and uncertainty as they navigated the treacherous political landscape of the realm. Rimuru employed all of his diplomatic skills and cunning, forging alliances and brokering treaties to bring the factions to the negotiating table. But their efforts were met with resistance from those who thrived on chaos and discord, determined to undermine any attempts at reconciliation. Rimuru and his companions found themselves embroiled in a deadly game of intrigue and betrayal as they uncovered the sinister forces at play behind the scenes. In a daring gambit, Rimuru confronted the leaders of the rival factions, appealing to their better nature and urging them to set aside the differences for the greater good. With his unwavering conviction and heartfelt plea, he managed to sway even the most hardened adversaries, convincing them to lay down their arms and embrace peace. As the leaders of the factions signed a historic peace treaty, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names spoken with reverence by all who had been touched by their selfless actions. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its newfound peace, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, there existed the power to bring about positive change and unite divided hearts. In their ongoing journey, Rimuru and his companions stumbled upon a realm where the very balance of magic was threatened. Here, they discovered that the source of magic, a mystical ley line that flowed through the land, had been corrupted by dark forces, causing chaos and instability throughout the realm. Determined to restore harmony to the magical energies of the realm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to purify the corrupted ley line and drive out the darkness that threatened to consume it. With his companions by his side, he ventured deep into the heart of the land, facing off against powerful monsters and malevolent spirits that sought to thwart their efforts. As they journeyed further, Rimuru uncovered ancient rituals and forgotten spells that held the key to cleansing the ley line and restoring its natural balance. Drawing upon the wisdom of ages past, he performed the rituals with precision and skill, channeling the pure essence of magic to counteract the darkness that sought to engulf the realm. But their quest was not without its challenges, as the dark forces that corrupted the ley line fought back with all their might. Rimuru and his companions found themselves locked in a fierce battle against the minions of darkness, their resolve tested to its limits as they fought to protect the realm from destruction. In a final, climactic showdown, Rimuru confronted the source of the corruption itself, a powerful entity that had been manipulating the ley line for its own sinister purposes. With the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, drawing upon the strength of his allies and the purity of his heart to banish the darkness once and for all. As the corrupted ley line was purified and the realm bathed in the warm glow of magic restored, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names etched into the annals of history as saviors of the realm. And as they bid farewell to the land and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there existed the power to bring about light and hope. In the next phase of their journey, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where the very fabric of reality was unraveling. Here, they encountered rifts in space-time that threatened to tear the realm apart, unleashing chaos and destruction upon all who dwelled within it. Determined to stem the tide of chaos and restore stability to the realm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to seal the rifts and mend the fractures in reality. With his companions lending their support, he ventured into the heart of the rifts, facing off against otherworldly creatures and powerful anomalies that sought to exploit the instability for their own nefarious purposes. As they journeyed deeper into the rifts, Rimuru uncovered ancient artifacts and arcane knowledge that held the key to repairing the fabric of reality. Drawing upon the wisdom of the ages, he worked tirelessly to seal the breaches and restore order to the realm, even as the forces of chaos sought to thwart his efforts at every turn. But their quest was far from easy, as the rifts grew larger and more numerous with each passing day. Rimuru and his companions found themselves locked in a desperate race against time, their very existence threatened by the encroaching chaos that threatened to consume them all. In a final, epic showdown, Rimuru confronted the mastermind behind the rifts, a powerful entity that sought to unravel reality itself. With the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, drawing upon the strength of his allies and the resilience of his spirit to overcome the darkness that threatened to engulf them. As the rifts were sealed and reality restored, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names spoken with reverence by all who had been saved from the brink of oblivion. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, there existed the power to bring about change and restore hope to a world on the brink of destruction. In the next phase of their journey, Rimuru and his companions stumbled upon a realm where the very laws of nature had been twisted by dark sorcery. Here, they encountered a land plagued by unnatural disasters and monstrous creatures that defied explanation. Determined to uncover the source of the disturbance, Rimuru embarked on a quest to confront the dark sorcerer responsible for twisting the realm's natural balance. With his companions by his side, he journeyed through the twisted landscapes and perilous dungeons, facing off against the sorcerer's minions at every turn. As they delved deeper into the heart of the realm, Rimuru uncovered ancient prophecies and forbidden rituals that spoke of a cataclysmic event that threatened to consume the world. With time running out, he raced against the clock to unravel the sorcerer's dark machinations and prevent the impending disaster. But their quest was not without its challenges, as the sorcerer unleashed increasingly powerful spells and summoned monstrous guardians to thwart their progress. Rimuru and his companions found themselves pushed to their limits as they fought against impossible odds to save the realm from destruction. In a final, epic showdown, Rimuru confronted the sorcerer atop a towering citadel, where the very fabric of reality seemed to unravel around them. With the fate of the realm hanging in the balance, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the forces of nature itself to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. As the sorcerer was defeated and the realm saved from certain doom, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names spoken with reverence by all who had been saved from destruction. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, there existed the power to bring about light and hope. In their continuing journey, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where ancient spirits roamed freely, their power shaping the very landscape around them. Here, they encountered a society that lived in harmony with the spirits, drawing upon their wisdom and guidance to prosper. However, Their peaceful existence was soon threatened by a powerful entity known as the Spiritbane, whose malevolent presence caused the spirits to turn against the inhabitants of the realm. Determined to restore balance and protect the people from harm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to confront the Spiritbane and banish its dark influence. Venturing deep into the spirit realm, Rimuru and his companions encountered ancient guardians and powerful elemental beings, each more formidable than the last. With courage and determination, they faced off against these challenges, earning the respect and admiration of the spirits they encountered. As they journeyed closer to the heart of the spirit realm, Rimuru uncovered ancient rituals and forgotten lore that held the key to defeating the Spiritbane. Drawing upon the knowledge of the spirits and the strength of his companions, he prepared for the final confrontation that would determine the fate of the realm. In a climactic battle against the Spiritbane, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the energy of the spirits themselves to overcome the darkness that threatened to engulf them. With each strike, he weakened the Spiritbane's hold over the realm, until finally, with a mighty roar, he banished the entity from the realm forever. As peace was restored to the spirit realm and the inhabitants of the realm rejoiced in their newfound freedom, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names forever remembered in songs and stories passed down through the ages. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of the most powerful adversaries, there existed the power to bring about change and protect those in need. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where the boundary between dreams and reality was blurred. Here, they encountered a land where dreams held tangible power, shaping the landscape and influencing the lives of its inhabitants. However, they soon discovered that the realm was under threat from a malevolent force known as the Dreamweaver, whose dark influence twisted dreams into nightmares and threatened to plunge the realm into eternal darkness. Determined to free the realm from the Dreamweaver's grasp, Rimuru embarked on a quest to confront the entity and restore balance to the realm. Journeying through the surreal landscapes of the Dream Realm, Rimuru and his companions encountered fantastical creatures and surreal landscapes that challenged their perceptions of reality. With each step forward, they delved deeper into the realm's mysteries, uncovering ancient prophecies and hidden truths that hinted at the true nature of the Dreamweaver's power. As they neared the heart of the Dream Realm, Rimuru faced off against the Dreamweaver in a battle that transcended the boundaries of dreams and reality. Drawing upon the strength of his companions and the power of his own will, he confronted the entity head-on, determined to free the realm from its influence once and for all. In a climactic showdown, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the energy of dreams themselves to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. With a final, decisive blow, he banished the Dreamweaver from the realm, restoring peace and tranquility to the Dream Realm and its inhabitants. As the realm basked in the warm glow of dawn, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names spoken with reverence by all who had been freed from the grip of the Dreamweaver's nightmares. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the realm of dreams, there existed the power to bring about change and protect those in need. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where ancient dragons reigned supreme. Here, they encountered a land steeped in myth and legend, where the dragons held dominion over all other creatures. However, their arrival coincided with a dire threat to the dragons themselves. A powerful force, known only as the Dragonbane, had emerged, seeking to annihilate the dragons and claim their power for itself. Determined to protect the dragons and preserve the balance of the realm, Rimuru vowed to confront the Dragonbane and put an end to its reign of terror. Journeying through the dragon's domain, Rimuru and his companions encountered majestic creatures of immense power and wisdom. They sought the aid of the dragons in their quest to defeat the Dragonbane, forming alliances and forging bonds of friendship with these ancient beings. As they delved deeper into the heart of the dragon's domain, Rimuru uncovered ancient artifacts and forbidden magic that held the key to defeating the Dragonbane. Drawing upon the knowledge and strength of the dragons, he prepared for the final confrontation that would determine the fate of the realm. In a climactic battle against the Dragonbane, Rimuru and his companions faced off against the dark entity in a struggle that shook the very foundations of the realm. With the combined might of the dragons and the unwavering determination of his companions, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the strength of the dragons themselves to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. With a final, decisive blow, Rimuru banished the Dragonbane from the realm, restoring peace and harmony to the land once more. As the dragons soared overhead in triumph, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names forever remembered in the annals of dragon lore. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, there existed the power to bring about change and protect those in need. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where ancient titans roamed vast landscapes, the colossal forms shaping the very mountains and valleys of the land. Here, they encountered a society that revered the titans as gods, their presence dictating the rhythms of life for all who dwelled in the realm. However, their arrival coincided with a grave threat to the titans themselves. A malevolent force known as the Titanbane had arisen, seeking to subjugate the titans and harness their power for nefarious purposes. Determined to protect the titans and preserve the balance of the realm, Rimuru vowed to confront the Titanbane and put an end to its tyranny. Journeying through the towering mountains and ancient forests that served as the Titans' domain, Rimuru and his companions encountered awe-inspiring creatures of immense power and wisdom. They sought the aid of the Titans in their quest to defeat the Titanbane, forming alliances and earning the respect of these ancient beings. As they delved deeper into the heart of the Titans' domain, Rimuru uncovered ancient artifacts and lost magic that held the key to defeating the Titanbane. Drawing upon the knowledge and strength of the Titans, he prepared for the final confrontation that would determine the fate of the realm. In a climactic battle against the Titanbane, Rimuru and his companions faced off against the dark entity in a struggle that shook the very foundations of the land. With the combined might of the Titans and the unwavering determination of his companions, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his powers, channeling the strength of the Titans themselves to overcome the darkness that threatened to consume them. With a final, decisive blow, Rimuru banished the Titanbane from the realm, restoring peace and harmony to the land once more. As the Titans roared in triumph, Rimuru and his companions were hailed as heroes, the names forever remembered in the legends of the realm. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, there existed the power to bring about change and protect those in need. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where the balance of elemental forces was in peril. Here, they encountered a land ravaged by cataclysmic storms, raging wildfires, and violent earthquakes, each elemental force wreaking havoc upon the realm. Determined to restore equilibrium to the elements and protect the inhabitants of the realm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to confront the elemental lords who controlled the forces of nature. With his companions by his side, he journeyed to the heart of each elemental domain, facing off against powerful guardians and overcoming treacherous obstacles along the way. As they delved deeper into the elemental realms, Rimuru uncovered ancient rituals and forgotten magic that held the key to restoring balance to the elements. Drawing upon the wisdom of elemental spirits and the strength of his companions, he prepared for the final confrontation that would determine the fate of the realm. In a series of epic battles against the elemental lords, Rimuru and his companions faced off against the forces of nature themselves. With the combined might of their powers and the unwavering determination of his companions, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his abilities, channeling the elemental energies to overcome the chaos that threatened to consume them. With each elemental lord defeated, Rimuru restored balance to the realm, bringing peace and stability to the land once more. As the storms subsided, the wildfires were extinguished, and the earthquakes ceased, the inhabitants of the realm rejoiced in their newfound safety. As they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of overwhelming natural disasters, there existed the power to bring about change and protect those in need. And with each new adventure, he vowed to continue using his abilities to safeguard the realms and ensure a brighter future for all. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where the very concept of time was distorted. Here, they encountered a land where past, present, and future intertwined, creating a tapestry of events that defied conventional understanding. Determined to unravel the mysteries of the realm and restore order to the flow of time, Rimuru embarked on a quest to confront the Temporal Weaver, a powerful being who sought to manipulate time for its own gain. With his companions at his side, Rimuru journeyed through the shifting landscapes of the realm, facing temporal anomalies and paradoxes that tested their resolve at every turn. As they delved deeper into the realm's temporal fabric, Rimuru uncovered ancient artifacts and arcane knowledge that held the key to restoring the balance of time. Drawing upon the wisdom of temporal scholars and the strength of his companions, he prepared for the final confrontation that would determine the fate of the realm. In a climactic battle against the Temporal Weaver, Rimuru and his companions faced off against the being's manipulation of time itself. With the combined might of their powers and the unwavering determination of his companions, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his abilities, channeling the essence of time to overcome the chaos that threatened to consume them. With a final, decisive blow, Rimuru defeated the Temporal Weaver, restoring the flow of time to its natural course. As the temporal anomalies dissipated and the realm stabilized, the inhabitants of the realm rejoiced in their newfound freedom from the shackles of time manipulation. As they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of temporal upheaval, there existed the power to bring about change and protect those in need. And with each new adventure, he vowed to continue using his abilities to safeguard the realms and ensure a future where time flowed freely and without constraint. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where music held immense power. Here, they encountered a land where melodies could heal the wounded, inspire the downtrodden, and even shape the very fabric of reality itself. Determined to explore the potential of this unique realm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to uncover the secrets of its musical magic. With his companions by his side, he journeyed through vibrant cities and enchanted forests, seeking out legendary bards and virtuoso musicians who held the key to unlocking the realm's true potential. As they delved deeper into the realm of music, Rimuru and his companions discovered ancient songs and forgotten harmonies that held the power to influence emotions and manipulate the elements. Drawing upon the wisdom of musical masters and the strength of his companions, Rimuru prepared to harness the power of music in ways never before imagined. In a series of enchanting performances and epic battles, Rimuru and his companions faced off against foes both mundane and magical, using the power of music to overcome adversity and achieve the goals. With each note sung and chord struck, they grew stronger, their melodies resonating with the very soul of the realm. In a final, climactic showdown, Rimuru and his companions confronted a dark symphony that threatened to engulf the realm in discord and chaos. With the combined might of their musical talents and the unwavering determination of his companions, Rimuru unleashed the full extent of his abilities, conducting a symphony of light and harmony that banished the darkness once and for all. As the realm was bathed in the soothing melodies of Rimuru's music, the inhabitants rejoiced in their newfound harmony and unity. And as they bid farewell to the realm and its grateful inhabitants, Rimuru carried with him the knowledge that even in the face of darkness, there existed the power to bring about light and hope through the universal language of music. In their next adventure, Rimuru and his companions found themselves in a realm where dreams manifested as tangible realities. Here, they encountered a land where imagination held sway, and the boundaries between dreams and waking life were blurred. Determined to explore the wonders of this unique realm, Rimuru embarked on a quest to delve into the depths of dreams and unlock their hidden potential. With his companions by his side, He journeyed through fantastical landscapes and surreal landscapes, guided by the whispers of dream spirits and the echoes of slumbering minds. As they delved deeper into the realm of dreams, Rimuru and his companions discovered that they could shape their surroundings with the power of their thoughts and desires. Drawing upon the limitless potential of their imaginations, they began to create new worlds and realities, each more wondrous than the last. But their exploration of the dream realm soon attracted the attention of a malevolent force known as the Nightmare King, whose dark influence threatened to twist dreams into nightmares and plunge the realm into eternal darkness. Determined to protect the realm and its inhabitants from the Nightmare King's wrath, Rimuru and his companions prepared for a battle unlike any they had faced before. In a surreal showdown that transcended the boundaries of reality, Rimuru and his companions confronted the Nightmare King in the heart of the dream realm. With the power of the combined wills and the strength of their bond, they fought against the darkness that threatened to consume them, weaving a tapestry of dreams that pushed back against the Nightmare King's malevolent influence. In the end, it was Rimuru's unwavering resolve and indomitable spirit that prevailed, banishing the Nightmare King from the realm and restoring peace to the world of dreams. As the inhabitants of the dream realm rejoiced in their newfound freedom, Rimuru and his companions bid farewell to the realm, their hearts filled with the knowledge that even in the realm of dreams, there existed the power to overcome darkness and bring about light and hope.